Hello, everyone. My name is Amir Ness. I'm your co-host here at Global Coin Report, and we have your host, Mark Yagalla from the Global Coin Report, senior editor. I would like to remind everyone again, this is not investment advice. We are not investment advisors. Please do your own research and make your own decisions. Welcome, Mark. Thank you. Tell us a little bit about how your week was. I know mine was filled with a ton of desk work.
Well, I think I'm going to take a little victory lap here off of our last video. If you remember that we talked a little bit about the Tether controversy, and I said it was a non-event and that basically nothing was going to happen. And here we are, basically 9 days later, and we've been stuck between 6,400 and 6,500 on BitMEX.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing is not. I mean, we just talked to each other before the show and said nothing is really going on. Although I'm here at the Global Coin Report site, and I noticed an article that just got put up a few hours ago that says Bitcoin ETF approval is imminent. So I don't know what that's about. I might take a look at that while we talk. What else have you seen? Well, we had the show with Richard. I guess I can talk a little bit about that in case people missed it. I'll tell you what stood out about that show for me, which I think is worth mentioning for people. Richard is talking about going from 1 million users to 20 million users in 1 year. Okay, so as you know, with every currency, the user base is one of its most important qualities. So if we were talking about a public company that was telling you, you know, they were going to have a growth rate of 20x in 1 year, that would significantly impact its price if it was believed, if it was realistic. You know, I just think that that's something to note. I mean, if you believe in it and they can deliver something like that, I think their market cap is like 200 million right now, and that's after like
138 right now.
So it came down. But
what he needs to do, and did you ask him about Binance?
I did. I asked him about Binance, and you know, he basically said, "Look, we've applied many times, and we're up there. They see us, but you know, we haven't gotten the traction to get in." So that's where they're at. But
yeah, because right now, I think that's one of their problems is that, you know, they're on, you know, the two main exchanges for them are KuCoin and Cryptopia.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think they need to get on more of the you know, more active exchanges, you know, get more eyeballs looking at them. And that will be a big, big help for them.
Yeah. I mean, look, being on a bigger exchange will help, yes, because being on an exchange where there's a lot of customers obviously brings a lot more liquidity to it. But you come from the small cap world too, right? At Insider Financial. I mean, imagine a company coming out there saying, we're at 138 million market cap, which is very small, right? And we're expecting 20x growth in the next 12 months. I mean, they're either very undervalued or the market's not recognizing it or believing it or something.
Again, I still say, I mean, it's an exchange issue. Until he gets on where there's more eyeballs, in my opinion, it'd be like it's like a small cap penny stock that's trading on the gray sheets, right, which is marked, you know, that no one even pays any attention to. You know, so that's his problem right now. And, you know, people can get mad at me all they want, but that's a fact.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I mean, I'm surprised that it's that big of a point, because I would think that somebody that's doing their homework, and it's easy to know about Electronium. Everybody knows about them. So if you're halfway,
look, I'm an example of it. I don't own any Electronium because I'm not going to go through and open accounts at KuCoin and Cryptopia. I don't care. I mean, I hate to be like that, but it's a fact. You know, I already got enough accounts.
I don't know if I had the, I don't own Electronium because I haven't followed it that much, but I mean, I would consider going through the inconvenience of opening an account at any exchange if I thought I could get 10x on a coin in a year. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, we're talking, right? I'm sure there are people listening to us. Some of them are saying, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. Others are saying, I don't care. I'll open up an account anywhere for 20 times my money or 10 times my money.
Yeah, and I understand that mentality. You know, that's what we're trading altcoins for, and you know, everyone's looking for the big runner. And right now, you know, in our global elite service, I've told our subscribers just to ignore Bitcoin right now. And we've been trading alts, and you know, I do it on Binance because liquidity. Look, I go for the liquidity, and Binance has, you know, I trade the bigger altcoins that have the liquidity. Right now, Raven Coin has been a great trader. It was got listed for free last week on Binance. Dropped down to 250 Satoshis. It ran up to 1050. So 5 times, over 4 times your money in less than a week. And it was doing it on massive volume. 5,000 Bitcoin a day were trading. So you didn't have to worry about, you know, any liquidity issues, you know.
Ravencoin, I know Ravencoin. That Ravencoin was one of the coins that a lot of the GPU miners got behind a little while ago. I know of one in particular, and they must have made a killing on this.
Look, I read the white paper. There's a lot of Satoshi, you know, behind it, you know, in terms of the philosophy with the white paper. So I think it's a great project, and I think it's something that people should definitely take a look at. It's pulled back here. It's at 695 Satoshis right now. We are looking, we've sold all of our Raven coin. We're looking for a little bit more of a pullback, but we're getting ready to enter the market again.
Let's talk a little bit about the subscription service. Did you guys have a call on Ravencoin? Was that something?
Yes. So that's all we're focused on right now, and we trade Binance, and then that's the exchange we focus on, and it's.
I think people should really consider taking a look at that, because I know there are massive opportunities in trading right now, and for what, 40, 50 bucks a month, $1 a day, $2 a day, you're able to get calls out on stuff that, you know, you can make 4 or 5 times your money on. How many calls do you guys have, like, a month? Do you have any? I know you just started.
It varies. Again, you know, right now we're still in a quiet month, you know, quiet period. But the you know, the altcoins are picking up. We've been more active in, you know, I would say in the last month and a half with our calls on altcoins. Over the summer, we were primarily, you know, trading Bitcoin, you know, long and short, you know, on BitMEX, and now we've moved over to Dare a bit. But, you know, we go where the opportunities are in crypto. And, you know, right now I'm seeing them in the altcoins.
Yeah. Yeah. And
two right now where we like Gollum and QTUM.
And where are they at? I mean, have they already moved, or are these guys like sleepers that you guys think are gonna kind of take off?
These are 2 in particular that are sleepers that we think are going to move here in the next few weeks. So there's a little free pick there for everyone that's listening.
That is a free pick. Listen, I mean, I hope people do get into it and get involved, because I know a lot of your readers are trader types. They're people that are trading accounts anywhere from.
Well, the thing is, you know, we also not only give the picks, but we also give, you know, as far as where we're buying, where we actually got filled, where we're looking to add,
Yeah.
increase our positions, where we're looking to take profit, and where our stop loss is. So we give, all of those, all of those things, which are the key to trading. I mean, you have to have a proper risk management,
Yeah.
if you're a trader.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. All right. Well, good. I might have to start looking into that too. I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on with me if you want to kind of hear what's happening in the mining world. I know the mining world is so boring for these trader types, but passive income is good too. So let's take a few minutes. The big news is that Bitmain had announced the 7 nanometer chip coming out they didn't disclose when it was coming out, right? Now, just to give you an idea, Mark, so you have these kind of components of these rigs. One is like the terahash, which is the mining power, okay? So the more terahash you have, the more Bitcoin you're able to mine. And then the other component is the power efficiency, and that's why cheap power is so important, because if a miner is able to suck up less power, in other words, less watts needed, that's going to affect your profitability. So, and I've even spoken to somebody at Bitmain about this, and they were telling me how they price their miners. They price their miners by cost per terahash. So you have an environment now where price is going down on miners, and we're actually going to be reducing our prices one more time at Elevate Group. And at the same time that price is going down, everybody's kind of anticipating these new miners being so much more efficient. Now, here's kind of the gig, basically. These miners are basically going to be 20% more efficient, from what I understand. That's what the number is, right? And you've got a serious drop in the price of a rig, right? So you had rigs that were selling for $1,200 just like 4 or 5 months ago that are now selling for, I don't know, you can probably get them delivered for half that cost, right?
Wow.
So we're in an environment where, if an investor kind of took a position here on mining and had a good cost basis, they'd have to have a good, mining operation. You could potentially turn out, with some pretty hefty returns over the next 2 years.
Great.
So it's like an arbitrage opportunity based on the equipment and what's going on. So that I think that's something we're going to look into, but definitely worth mentioning. So what else do you see on the horizon, Mark? We won't even talk about
the only other news, Coinbase got custody approval by New York State, which is great. Again, there is avenues for institutions to come in. BOCT is going to start futures trading around December 12th. I think there's, going back to the Bitcoin ETF, I think not this year. I think there's a possibility Q1 of 2019. I think 2019 is going to be a pretty good year for cryptocurrencies. I mean, we're almost done here, October. We only got 2 months left. But again, last year we had the huge run up in these last 2 months. So anything can happen. So let's see what happens. The one positive right now, this is a dull market in Bitcoin, and the number one, the trading adage that everyone says when it comes to a dull market: never ever short a dull market.
Yeah.
And I'm fairly comfortable with the Bitcoin I'm holding here. I think, again, I think the lows are in. I don't think they're able to push it any lower. And I think we're just waiting on a real catalyst to get prices moving again. And what that catalyst will be, we'll find out.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, shall we call it a short show here? Yeah.
And again, for those listening, you know, we talked about Gollum and quantum, but again, like we said at the beginning, we're not investment advisors. Do your own due diligence, do your own research. Don't take anything we say as gospel. We are not financial advisors.
But do get out there and subscribe to the service if you are actively trading, because it's just, you know, for the price you pay, a cup of coffee a day, you could be making well over that in terms. And it's a community that you're building. So, you know, I see people in the room talking about different coins. And, you know, there was Daniel. I know that they talked a lot about that in the room, but I kept an eye on it and I saw what happened. And, you know, people could have made a lot of money on that.
Yeah. All right, Amir. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Good luck this week with Bitcoin, and we'll be talking to everyone next week again. So have a great week, and hopefully we all make some money for the rest of the week.
Very good. Thanks, Mark. Thank